Joe Rogan on LGBTQ brainwashing. That's actually interesting. Let's watch this.
Very smart. He's showing us things that enables people like Mike Benz and you and I to have these conversations about, because it's not ideological that USAID, which is not USAID, this is like one of these psyops right up top, like
Right.
you have Federal Express is not owned by the government, Federal Reserve is not owned by the government, USAID is the Agency for International Development, not aid. And we see on television, there goes another pallet onto the C-130. Aid, U.S. aid from the American people.
Oh, we're being nice.
Yeah, we're being nice to people.
We should be nice. We're the nice people of the world.
But what these, and I'm sure Mike talked about this, like LGBTQ, these dance parties and things. If you look at these countries, like these are countries where we want to keep them away from Russia, overthrow the incumbents.
Yes.
And the way to garner support is to, and I really love how they added the Q. That just became so clear to me all of a sudden. If you sponsor LGBTQ, these are outcasts. These are people who feel that they've been marginalized. Then you add a Q, like, oh, wait a minute, I can be queer. I'm different. I'm odd. You bring more people in.
There's an old saying, divide and conquer. So that's what they are doing right now. I think it's not about that they love the LGBTQ or anything. They just want to divide and they can control the people.
Then you can
Or
bring
you
the
could-
anarchists in.
You can get A. They have the A's in
oh, yeah,
now,
the
which
A's,
is
the I's,
so crazy.
everything.
But the A's don't even have a dog in the fight.
But that's the point. You want them to come to the
Everybody.
party.
Yes.
Come to the party. You're allowed
Right.
to the party.
That's
and
why
then
it's so long now.
And I saw this, AFD in Germany, this is the extreme right party, and they wanted, to slow or remove immigration. And so now there was a protest against the AFD. They're getting ready to vote now. And there's 100,000 people there. And I'm like, wow. I thought, because I know people in Germany. I have friends in Germany.
Yeah, I have the same view about this. Like 1 week ago, there was a huge demonstration against the AfD in Germany, in Berlin. It was about maybe 100,000 people were there. I was shocked too because I have a lot of German friends, and to whoever I talk, all of them say the same, that they will vote for the AfD because they are fed up with all the uncontrolled, unvetted migration. So it's weird to me that all these people going against the AfD, and then as he will say now, watch what he will say.
They really are sick and tired of this immigration stuff. So where are these people coming from? And in the news report, right up front, there's a dude in a blonde wig with eyeshadow saying,
Yeah, that's it. Most of the people demonstrating against AfD are the LGBTQ community.
can't we just be diverse? I'm like, that's the PSYOP.
Yes.
He's talking about himself. So he wants to feel included, which, by the way, in America, you can do whatever you want, call yourself whatever you want. People really don't have an issue with that. But they've just taken this and abused these people into their political agendas all over the world. And, of course, it sparked something here in the States. If you look, the Democrat Party, they're going to die on this hill. They're still like, oh, no, LGBTQ, they're taking away our rights, because they know they can mobilize people to do that. And then you can throw in Palestine, and all kinds of people
Did
will
you
join
see the
this
city
group.
council thing in Worcester, Massachusetts yesterday that's gone viral today?
Oh, yeah, I've seen
Jamie,
that.
did you see it?
I'm seeing it right now on Twitter.
Oh, yeah,
No.
yeah. Pull this bitch up.
I haven't seen
there's a compilation of these people like absolutely freaking out. The best one's the compilation, if you can find the compilation. But it's all these LBGT people show up at this city council meeting to say there's like a trans genocide. It's one of those, dude. We're gonna round up in concentration camps. Yeah,
5 minutes long. I'll
yeah. Just
play
give
the
me.
beginning.
Start from the beginning. Give me.
Can you wrap up, please?
Yes, I can. If you say that you're afraid of Trump and that's why you don't want the city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space.
Oh, brother.
I'm shaking right now. I don't want to be
Oh my
here.
God, that's crazy.
I'm sorry. Am I taking too long pleading for my life?
You remember?
Yeah, that's the problem. Nobody is threatening them. I don't understand. Why are they scared? Like Trump did was just to ban trans people from joining the military, which I think is logical, because if you are so busy with your gender identity, you will not be free to fight. And the military was built to fight, not to be busy with all this nonsense. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not against trans people or anything. I have friends who are trans, but the military was not made for that. If you have a problem with your gender identity, then go fix it somewhere else, not in the military. That's what I think.
How many children I have and that 2 of them are trans.
There it is.
Yeah.
I speak as both the B and the T in the LGBT.
He's both.
I'm multiply disabled. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder that causes me immense physical pain. I'm on the autism spectrum, and I have narcolepsy, and I couldn't drive myself here, so I had to hide from my driver that I was in drag, which is not an easy thing to do in drag.
I do not want to be here. It's
Whoa.
my day off. I do not want to be in your DMs. I do not want to be in your email inboxes. I do not want my creativity writing diss tracks like Kendrick. I don't want to spend an hour applying glitter on my face
Oh my
so
God.
that you will hear
Just crazy. Crazy.
and see me.
What?
I want you to listen to me.
Let us remember that the No, that's
Well,
enough.
so-
It's like, you made me put glitter on my face, you piece of shit. Because everyone knows when you go to court, you have to have glitter.
These
on your
people,
face.
these people need hugs. They need,
They need love.
I
They
pray
need
for
love.
them.
Yeah.
The biggest way to psychologically manipulate people is, or there's 3 ways: old people, puppies, and children. And the whole, and I followed this. It started around 2012, not coincidental. When you know about Smith-Mundt, the Smith-Mundt Act. So that's, you know, there was a law that was put in since the Church Commission. You can't propagandize the American people. Defense Department and others went to the government and said, well, you know, like, we're on the internet now. We might accidentally, you know, push some propaganda on people. It started with bullying in schools. I know because John Dvorak and I, we followed it on No Agenda. Started with bullying. Then it was we needed anti-bullying laws. And we're literally going like, what happened to sticks and stones will break my bones or punch the bully in his nose? No. Then the teachers, and then we got hate speech laws, not actually laws, but, you know, hate speech punishments. And this kept building up until...
Yeah. And if Trump didn't win, I think we'd be in a bad place right now. But he's de-escalating the progression of this lunacy that's going on. But I don't know what will happen next. So hopefully it will not continue to be like this.
You guaranteed parents through the American Medical Association, the Pediatric Society, all of these different trade groups, that if you don't transition your child, that child will commit suicide.
Right.
And that is a horrible thing that they've done. Think about these parents who may or may not one day wake up and go, what have I done?
Yeah.
What have I done?
Well, someone was talking about this the other day, that this is the real problem, is that so many parents have committed to doing this to their children, and they cannot face
They can't.
the reality of what they've done, and so they're going to dig their heels in forever, and
And
they're
vote
gonna
Democrat.
talk about gender affirming care. And,
Yes.
yeah. But the thing is, that's a small percentage of people in the general population.
Thank God.
And thank God, but they're overrepresented in the fact that they make it their whole life, and so they're very loud and very vocal, and then they become a political beach ball. And I talk about beach
I heard
balls
you
at a
talk
concert.
about that with Bridget.
That's what
Yeah,
it is. It's
totally.
the political beach balls at a concert. They chuck them up in the air, so we always have something to fight about. So we're not paying.
Exactly. Yeah. They want us to fight about something, so they can divide us, so they can control us.
Like the USAID stuff, or a lot of the stuff that's like really important. And this is just a part of this intertangled web of psyops that's been running our culture. I mean, I would say our government, but it's everything, right?
Culture.
So it's the government has established its hooks in us and put fear and law and rules. And the more law and the more rules, the better, because the more likely you're going to break a few of them, and then you're going to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And they've got these fucking things everywhere. And it's just allowing them to run this mafia business. And there's a bunch of people that are reasonable, educated people that have stopped.
I agree with most of what he's saying. It's crazy times we live in, and thank God that Trump has won the presidency, or we'd be in a very bad place. That's what I think, at least.